Property and Casualty Exam Prep HR. Question 1. The statute of limitations for filing suit on an insurance claim, option A, is unlimited. Option B limits the time within which a lawsuit must be filed, varies by state and policy. Option C is always 1 year. Option D is always 5 years. The correct answer is option A, is unlimited. The policy or state law sets a time limit for suit. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 2. Rebating in insurances. Option A, offering a discount on the premium. Option B, giving a portion of the premium or something of value not specified in the policy as an inducement to purchase. Option C, a legal sales practice. Option D, charging higher premiums. The correct answer is option C, a legal sales practice. Rebating is illegal in most states as an unfair trade practice. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 3. The CGL policy's other insurance clause for primary policies. Option A, always provides excess coverage. Option B, typically provides pro rata sharing with other primary policies. Option C, provides no coverage. Option D, always provides primary coverage regardless. The correct answer is option A, always provides excess coverage. Primary CGL policies typically share on a pro rata basis with other primary insurance. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 4. A high-risk driver may be placed in, option A, the standard market. Option B, a non-standard insurance market or assigned risk plan. Option C, the preferred market. Option D, no insurance program exists. The correct answer is option D, no insurance program exists. Non-standard insurers and assigned risk plans serve high-risk drivers. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 5. Proximate cause in a negligence claim means, option A, the first event in a chain. Option B, the foreseeable cause that directly led to the injury. Option C, any contributing factor. Option D, the last event before injury. The correct answer is option A, the first event in a chain. Proximate cause is the primary, foreseeable cause that sets in motion an unbroken chain of events leading to injury. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 6. Coverage C of a homeowner's policy covers, option A, the dwelling. Option B, other structures. Option C, personal property. Option D, loss of use. The correct answer is option C, personal property. Coverage C covers the insured's personal property, both on and off premises, subject to policy limits and exclusions. Question 7. The mortgage clause in a property policy protects, option A, the insured. Option B, the mortgage lender's interest in the property. Option C, the insurance company. Option D, the real estate agent. The correct answer is option D, the real estate agent. The standard mortgage clause protects the mortgagee by giving them rights under the policy. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 8. The each occurrence limit in a CGL policy, option A, is the annual maximum. Option B, is the maximum payable for all damages from a single occurrence. Option C, applies to all occurrences combined. Option D, is the same as the aggregate. The correct answer is option A, is the annual maximum. The per occurrence limit caps payment for any one loss event. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 9. Follow form excess liability policies. Option A, provide broader coverage than the underlying policy. Option B, provide the same coverage as the underlying policy, just with higher limits. Option C, provide primary coverage. Option D, have no relationship to underlying coverage. The correct answer is option C, provide primary coverage. Follow form excess policies adopt the terms of the underlying policy. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 10. The fire legal liability coverage in a CGL policy. Option A, covers all fire damage. Option B, covers damage to premises rented to the insured caused by the insured's negligence in starting a fire. Option C, covers only the insured's own property. Option D, is excluded. The correct answer is option B, covers damage to premises rented to the insured caused by the insured's negligence in starting a fire. Fire legal liability covers the insured's liability for fire damage to rented premises. Question 11. Which of the following is a type of insurer owned by its policyholders? Option A, stock company. Option B, mutual company. Option C, Lloyd's Association. Option D, surplus lines insurer. The correct answer is option A, stock company. Mutual companies are owned by policyholders who share in dividends. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 12. The Terrorism Risk Insurance Act, TRIA. Option A, excludes all terrorism coverage. Option B, provides a federal backstop for terrorism insurance losses. Option C, requires insurers to cover all terrorism. Option D, is a state program. The correct answer is option A, excludes all terrorism coverage. TRIA creates a federal reinsurance mechanism for certified terrorism losses. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 13. Physical damage coverage for dealers under a garage form is typically written on A. Option A, named perils basis only. Option B, blanket basis covering all dealer inventory. Option C, scheduled basis only. Option D, actual cash value only. The correct answer is option A, named perils basis only. Dealers typically need blanket coverage for fluctuating inventory. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 14. The HO-8 policy is designed for: Option A, new construction. Option B, older homes where replacement cost exceeds market value. Option C, renters. Option D, condominiums. The correct answer is option D, condominiums. HO-8 is the modified coverage form for older homes, providing named perils coverage on an actual cash value or functional replacement cost basis. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 15. A warehouseman's legal liability policy covers: Option A, the warehouse building. Option B, the warehouse operator's liability for customers' stored goods. Option C, employee injuries. Option D, automobiles. The correct answer is option A, the warehouse building. This covers the legal liability of a warehouse operator for goods stored by others. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 16. The accounts receivable coverage form covers: Option A, physical damage to accounts receivable records. Option B, losses from inability to collect accounts receivable due to damaged records. Option C, bad debts. Option D, loan defaults. The correct answer is option C, bad debts. This coverage pays for amounts uncollectible because records were damaged and the costs to reconstruct records. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 17. The duties after an accident or loss in a PAP require the insured to: Option A, do nothing. Option B, notify the insurer promptly, cooperate with the investigation, and submit to medical exams if required. Option C, only call the police. Option D, pay the deductible immediately. The correct answer is option B, notify the insurer promptly, cooperate with the investigation, and submit to medical exams if required. The insured must provide prompt notice, cooperate, and comply with reasonable requests. Question 18. A vehicle used in a carpool under a PAP is: Option A, always excluded. Option B, generally covered if it is a share the expense carpool, not for profit. Option C, excluded if any money changes hands. Option D, only covered with a commercial policy. The correct answer is option A, always excluded. Not-for-profit carpools are typically covered, for hire transportation is excluded. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 19. Garage keepers coverage protects: Option A, the garage building. Option B, customers' vehicles in the garage's custody. Option C, the dealer's inventory. Option D, employee vehicles. The correct answer is option A, the garage building. Garage keepers covers customers' vehicles. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 20. Non-renewal of a property policy: Option A, is the same as cancellation. Option B, is the insurer's decision not to renew at the end of the policy period. Option C, cannot happen under any circumstances. Option D, requires no notice. The correct answer is option A, is the same as cancellation. Non-renewal is different from cancellation. It occurs at the end of the policy period and typically requires advance notice. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 21. The CGL policy covers bodily injury and property damage that: Option A, is expected or intended by the insured. Option B, occurs during the policy period and is caused by an occurrence. Option C, happens anywhere in the world without limitation. Option D, is caused by pollution in all cases. The correct answer is option A, is expected or intended by the insured. The CGL covers by and PD caused by an occurrence during the policy period. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 22. Underinsured motorist coverage applies when: Option A, the at-fault driver has no insurance. Option B, the at-fault driver's limits are insufficient to cover the insured's damages. Option C, the insured is at fault. Option D, the insured has no insurance. The correct answer is option D, the insured has no insurance. UIM covers the gap between the tortfeasor's limits and the insured's damages. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 23. Employment Practices Liability Insurance, EPLI, covers claims of: Option A, physical injuries. Option B, discrimination, wrongful termination, and harassment. Option C, property damage. Option D, automobile accidents. The correct answer is option B, discrimination, wrongful termination, and harassment. EPLI covers employment-related claims such as discrimination, harassment, and wrongful termination. Question 24. An insurance broker represents, option A, the insurer, option B, the insured, option C, the state, option D, the NAIC. The correct answer is option B, the insured. A broker represents the insurance buyer and places coverage with insurers on the buyer's behalf. Question 25. Redlining in insurances. Option A, drawing lines on a map. Option B, unfairly discriminating based on geographic location, often along racial or ethnic lines. Option C, illegal underwriting practice. Option D, offering discounts in certain areas. The correct answer is option D, offering discounts in certain areas. Redlining is an illegal discriminatory practice. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 26. A scheduled personal property endorsement, floater. Option A, reduces coverage for valuables. Option B, provides broader coverage and higher limits for specifically listed valuables, jewelry, art. Option C, has no effect. Option D, cancels the policy. The correct answer is option A, reduces coverage for valuables. Scheduled property floaters provide open perils coverage for listed items. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 27. Civil authority coverage in business income policies. Option A, covers all government actions. Option B, covers lost income when a civil authority prohibits access to the insured's premises due to a covered loss. Option C, covers only military actions. Option D, covers all evacuations. The correct answer is option C, covers only military actions. Civil authority coverage applies when access is prohibited by government order due to damage to nearby property. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 28. Symbol 9 in a business auto policy designates. Option A, non-owned autos only. Option B, any auto. Option C, hired autos. Option D, specifically described autos. The correct answer is option A, non-owned autos only. Symbol 9 covers non-owned autos, employee-owned vehicles used in business. Question 29. The PAP's duties after an accident require the insured to. Option A, admit fault immediately. Option B, notify the police if required, provide the insurer with details, and cooperate in the investigation. Option C, pay all damages upfront. Option D, repair the vehicle before inspection. The correct answer is option A, admit fault immediately. The insured must report the accident, cooperate, and allow inspection before repairs. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 30. The PAP provides liability coverage for a trailer. Option A, only when attached to the covered auto. Option B, for all trailers regardless of attachment. Option C, only for owned trailers. Option D, only for rented trailers. The correct answer is option C, only for owned trailers. Liability coverage extends to trailers being towed by the covered auto. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 31. The aircraft, auto, or watercraft exclusion in the CGL excludes. Option A, all vehicles. Option B, bodily injury and property damage from the use of aircraft, autos, and certain watercraft, covered by other policies. Option C, only commercial vehicles. Option D, only aircraft. The correct answer is option B, bodily injury and property damage from the use of aircraft, autos, and certain watercraft, covered by other policies. These exposures are typically insured under separate policies: auto, aviation, marine. Question 32. Spoilage coverage and equipment breakdown insurance applies to. Option A, all food spoilage. Option B, spoilage of perishable goods caused by a covered equipment breakdown. Option C, spoilage from power outages only. Option D, spoilage from any cause. The correct answer is option A, all food spoilage. Spoilage coverage is triggered by a covered equipment breakdown, not general power outages. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 33. The employer's liability exclusion in the CGL excludes. Option A, all injuries to employees. Option B, bodily injury to employees arising out of and in the course of employment. Option C, only injuries during work hours. Option D, only injuries on the premises. The correct answer is option D, only injuries on the premises. Work-related employee injuries are covered by workers' compensation, not CGL. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 34. Supplementary payments in a liability policy cover. Option A, the full judgment amount. Option B, additional costs like court costs, attorney fees, and bond premiums in addition to the liability limit. Option C, the the deductible. Option D, the premium. The correct answer is option A, the full judgment amount. Supplementary payments are made in addition to the liability limits. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 35. The PAP excludes physical damage coverage for option A, collision with another vehicle, option B, wear and tear, freezing, mechanical breakdown, and electronic equipment not permanently installed, option C, theft of the entire vehicle, option D, fire damage. The correct answer is option D, fire damage. Maintenance-related damage and certain electronics are excluded from physical damage coverage. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 36. The automatic coverage for newly acquired autos in a commercial auto policy. Option A, provides unlimited coverage. Option B, provides coverage for a specified period if the insurer is notified and premium paid. Option C, provides no coverage until endorsement. Option D, requires no notice. The correct answer is option D, requires no notice. Newly acquired autos are automatically covered for a limited time, subject to notice requirements. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 37. Non-renewal of a policy. Option A, is the same as cancellation. Option B, is the insurer's decision not to renew at expiration, requiring advance notice. Option C, requires no notice. Option D, is always prohibited. The correct answer is option C, requires no notice. Non-renewal occurs at the end of the policy period, unlike midterm cancellation. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 38. The basic extended reporting period, tail, in a claims-made CGL, option A, is unlimited. Option B, provides 5 years to report claims. Option C, provides a limited period, usually 60 days, to report claims after policy termination. Option D, has no reporting extension. The correct answer is option A, is unlimited. The basic ERP provides a short automatic extension. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 39. The HO3 form covers personal property on what basis? Option A, open perils. Option B, named perils. Option C, replacement cost automatically. Option D, agreed value. The correct answer is option C, replacement cost automatically. Personal property under HO3 is covered on a named perils basis. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 40. Self-insured retention, SIR, in an umbrella policy is, option A, the same as a deductible in the underlying policy. Option B, the amount the insured must pay before the umbrella policy applies when the loss is not covered by underlying insurance. Option C, the premium. Option D, the aggregate limit. The correct answer is option A, the same as a deductible in the underlying policy. SIR applies when a loss is covered by the umbrella but not by any underlying policy. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 41. The expected or intended injury exclusion in liability policies excludes. Option A, accidental injuries. Option B, bodily injury or property damage expected or intended from the standpoint of the insured. Option C, negligent acts. Option D, all injuries. The correct answer is option D, all injuries. Intentional acts by the insured are excluded. Liability policies cover accidental occurrences. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 42. The pollution exclusion in a CGL policy. Option A, covers all pollution losses. Option B, excludes bodily injury and property damage arising from pollutants, with limited exceptions. Option C, covers gradual pollution. Option D, is optional. The correct answer is option A, covers all pollution losses. The absolute pollution exclusion broadly excludes pollution-related claims with very limited exceptions. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 43. Pollution liability insurance covers. Option A, all pollution. Option B, gradual and sudden pollution events, as the CGL pollution exclusion is broad. Option C, only sudden pollution. Option D, only government-mandated cleanup. The correct answer is option A, all pollution. Pollution liability policies fill the gap left by the CGL pollution exclusion. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 44. Personal property of others coverage in a commercial property policy applies to. Option A, the insured's own property. Option B, property of others in the insured's care, custody, or control. Option C, employee personal items at home. Option D, the building. The correct answer is option C, employee personal items at home. This coverage applies to property of others under the insured's care, custody, or control. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 45. Actual cash value, ACV, is calculated as. Option A, replacement cost only. Option B, replacement cost minus depreciation. Option C, market value of the property. Option D, agreed value at policy inception. The correct answer is option D, agreed value at policy inception. ACV equals replacement cost, depreciation. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 46. The each occurrence limit in a CGL policy is: option A, the annual maximum. Option B, the maximum paid for all damages from a single occurrence. Option C, the same as the aggregate. Option D, the deductible. The correct answer is option A, the annual maximum. The per occurrence limit caps payment per event. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 47. The standard homeowners policy, HO3, provides what type of coverage for the dwelling? Option A, named perils only. Option B, open perils, all risk, coverage. Option C, no coverage for the dwelling. Option D, liability only. The correct answer is option C, no coverage for the dwelling. The HO3 provides open perils, special form, coverage for the dwelling and named perils for personal property. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 48. The FAIR plan provides: option A, luxury property insurance. Option B, basic property insurance for those unable to obtain coverage in the standard market. Option C, flood insurance. Option D, earthquake insurance. The correct answer is option B, basic property insurance for those unable to obtain coverage in the standard market. Fair access to insurance requirements. Plans are state-mandated insurance pools for high-risk properties. Question 49. The term loss exposure refers to: option A, the maximum amount an insurer will pay. Option B, the possibility of a financial loss that a person or entity faces. Option C, the premium charged for coverage. Option D, the deductible amount. The correct answer is option D, the deductible amount. Loss exposure is the state of being subject to a potential loss. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 50. The peak season endorsement provides: option A, coverage during the off-season. Option B, increased coverage limits during periods of higher inventory. Option C, coverage for seasonal businesses only. Option D, reduced premiums year-round. The correct answer is option B, increased coverage limits during periods of higher inventory. Peak season endorsements increase coverage limits during specified periods when inventory values are higher. Question 51. An alien insurer is one that is: option A, incorporated in another state. Option B, incorporated under the laws of a foreign country. Option C, incorporated in the state. Option D, unlicensed. The correct answer is option D, unlicensed. Alien insurers are chartered outside the United States. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 52. A contractor's equipment floater covers: option A, buildings under construction. Option B, mobile construction equipment and tools. Option C, liability. Option D, workers' compensation. The correct answer is option A, buildings under construction. Contractors' equipment floaters cover movable construction equipment on an open perils basis. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 53. A stated amount auto policy. Option A, guarantees payment of the stated amount. Option B, states the insured's valuation, but the insurer pays the lesser of stated amount or ACV. Option C, pays replacement cost. Option D, has no limit. The correct answer is option C, pays replacement cost. Stated amount is not a guarantee, the insurer pays the lesser of the stated amount or ACV. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 54. The concept of utmost good faith requires that both the insurer and the insured: option A, split commissions equally. Option B, disclose all material facts honestly. Option C, share the cost of all losses equally. Option D, pay premiums on a monthly basis. The correct answer is option A, split commissions equally. Insurance contracts are uberami fide, utmost good faith, meaning both parties must fully disclose all relevant information. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 55. Water damage from a burst pipe is generally covered under homeowners' policies because: option A, it is considered flood damage. Option B, it is sudden and accidental, not a gradual leak. Option C, all water damage is covered. Option D, it is excluded. The correct answer is option C, all water damage is covered. Sudden and accidental water discharge from plumbing is covered, gradual leakage and seepage are typically excluded. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 56. The vacancy permit in a commercial property policy. Option A, removes the vacancy exclusion. Option B, increases the vacancy period from 60 days with reduced coverage. Option C, has no effect. Option D, cancels the policy. The correct answer is option B, increases the vacancy period from 60 days with reduced coverage. The vacancy permit allows continued coverage for a vacant building, typically with reduced coverage or higher premiums. Question 57. A motor truck cargo policy covers, option A, the truck itself, option B, cargo being transported by truck for hire, option C, liability for truck accidents, option D, the truck driver. The correct answer is option D, the truck driver. Motor truck cargo covers the carrier's legal liability for cargo damage or loss. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 58. Symbol 1 in a business auto policy designates, option A, any auto, broadest coverage for liability, option B, only owned autos, option C, only hired autos, option D, only scheduled autos. The correct answer is option B, only owned autos. Symbol 1, any auto, provides the broadest liability coverage. In this rotation, B is correct. Question 59. NOS coverage, prior acts coverage, provides, option A, coverage for future claims, option B, coverage for incidents that occurred before the new claims-made policy's inception, option C, coverage for the insured's nose injury, option D, no coverage. The correct answer is option B, coverage for incidents that occurred before the new claims-made policy's inception. NOS coverage provides retroactive coverage under a new claims-made policy for prior incidents. Question 60. The premises and operations hazard and liability insurance covers, option A, products sold by the insured, option B, bodily injury and property damage arising from the insured's premises and business operations, option C, completed work, option D, professional services. The correct answer is option B, bodily injury and property damage arising from the insured's premises and business operations. Premises and operations covers injuries arising from the ownership, maintenance, or use of premises and business operations. Question 61. A difference in conditions, DIC, policy provides, option A, standard property coverage, option B, coverage for perils excluded by standard policies, such as flood and earthquake, option C, liability coverage, option D, automobile coverage. The correct answer is option B, coverage for perils excluded by standard policies, such as flood and earthquake. DIC policies fill gaps in standard property coverage, typically covering perils like flood, earthquake, and collapse. Question 62. The PAP provides coverage in Mexico, option A, fully, option B, only for limited distances from the border and for a short duration, option C, unlimited, option D, excluded entirely. The correct answer is option D, excluded entirely. Standard PAPs provide very limited coverage in Mexico. Separate Mexican insurance is recommended. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 63. The term sublimit in insurance means, option A, the total policy limit, option B, a lower limit of coverage for a specific type of property or loss within the overall policy limit, option C, the deductible, option D, the premium. The correct answer is option B, a lower limit of coverage for a specific type of property or loss within the overall policy limit. Sublimits cap the amount payable for certain categories of property or losses within the overall policy limit. Question 64. The mobile equipment exclusion in a commercial auto policy means, option A, all vehicles are covered, option B, vehicles designed primarily for off-road use, bulldozers, forklifts, are covered under commercial general liability, not auto, option C, no coverage for any equipment, option D, only licensed vehicles are covered. The correct answer is option D, only licensed vehicles are covered. Mobile equipment is excluded from the auto policy and typically covered under CGL. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 65. The term contribution by equal shares means, option A, each insurer pays an equal share until each limit is exhausted, option B, each insurer pays proportionally, option C, the insured pays half, option D, only one insurer pays. The correct answer is option D, only one insurer pays. Each insurer pays equally up to its policy limit until the loss is fully covered or all limits are exhausted. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 66. Workers' compensation provides, option A, liability coverage for the employer, option B, medical and wage loss benefits to employees for work-related injuries, regardless of fault, option C, only medical benefits, option D, only death benefits. The correct answer is option A, liability coverage for the employer. Workers' comp is a no-fault system for work injuries. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 67. Water backup coverage in a homeowner's policy, option A, is automatically included, Option B, covers damage from sewer or drain backup if endorsed. Option C, covers all water damage. Option D, is flood insurance. The correct answer is option C, covers all water damage. Water backup coverage requires an endorsement. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 68. Rental reimbursement coverage in a PAP. Option A, is automatically included. Option B, pays for a rental car while the covered auto is being repaired after a covered loss. Option C, pays for all transportation. Option D, covers only liability. The correct answer is option D, covers only liability. Rental reimbursement is an optional coverage that pays for substitute transportation. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 69. A reciprocal insurance exchanges. Option A, a stock insurance company. Option B, an unincorporated group of subscribers who exchange insurance risks. Option C, a government insurance program. Option D, a type of health insurance. The correct answer is option D, a type of health insurance. Reciprocal exchanges are unincorporated associations where members, subscribers, insure each other. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 70. The causes of loss, broad form adds which perils to the basic form? Option A, flood and earthquake. Option B, water damage, collapse, and falling objects. Option C, all perils. Option D, no additional perils. The correct answer is option D, no additional perils. The broad form adds perils like water damage, collapse, falling objects, and weight of ice/snow. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 71. The Unfair Claims Settlement Practices Act prohibits. Option A, prompt investigation of claims. Option B, misrepresenting policy provisions, failing to investigate, and delaying payment without reason. Option C, fair settlement offers. Option D, timely communication with claimants. The correct answer is option C, fair settlement offers. Unfair claims practices laws require fair, prompt handling of claims. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 72. A personal umbrella liability policy provides. Option A, primary coverage only. Option B, excess coverage over underlying liability policies, with broader coverage for some exposures. Option C, property coverage. Option D, health insurance. The correct answer is option C, property coverage. Umbrella policies provide an additional layer of liability protection above underlying policies. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 73. A flood is defined by the NFIP as, option A, any water damage. Option B, a general and temporary condition of partial or complete inundation of normally dry land. Option C, water damage from burst pipes. Option D, sewer backup only. The correct answer is option A, any water damage. NFIP defines flood as inundation of normally dry land affecting 2 or more properties or 2 or more acres. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 74. When a driver takes their eyes off the road to send a text message and causes an accident, the basis for the legal claim is most likely. Option A, absolute liability. Option B, vicarious liability. Option C, negligence. Option D, no-fault liability. The correct answer is option C, negligence. Negligence is the failure to use the reasonable degree of care that an ordinary person would exercise under similar circumstances. Question 75. The pollution exclusion in a commercial property policy. Option A, covers all pollution losses. Option B, excludes loss caused by the release of pollutants unless caused by a specified cause of loss. Option C, covers gradual pollution. Option D, is optional. The correct answer is option D, is optional. Pollution losses are broadly excluded with limited exceptions for specified causes of loss. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 76. A salvage title is issued when, option A, a vehicle is new. Option B, a vehicle has been declared a total loss by an insurer. Option C, a vehicle is leased. Option D, a vehicle has no damage. The correct answer is option A, a vehicle is new. A salvage title indicates the vehicle was totaled and may have been rebuilt. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 77. Completed operations coverage under a CGL covers. Option A, work in progress. Option B, bodily injury or property damage from work that has been completed by the insured. Option C, only construction. Option D, only manufacturing. The correct answer is option A, work in progress. Completed operations covers liability for the insured's finished work. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 78. A temporary substitute vehicle is covered under a PAP when, option A, the insured borrows a neighbor's car for convenience. Option B, The insured uses a non-owned vehicle while their covered auto is out of service due to breakdown, repair, or loss. Option C. The insured rents a car for vacation. Option D. Any borrowed vehicle. The correct answer is option D. Any borrowed vehicle. A temporary substitute replaces a covered auto that is out of normal use. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 79. Underinsured motorist, UIM, coverage applies when? Option A. The at-fault driver has no insurance. Option B. The at-fault driver's liability limits are insufficient to cover the insured's damages. Option C. The insured is at fault. Option D. The accident involves only one vehicle. The correct answer is option D. The accident involves only one vehicle. UIM covers the gap between the at-fault driver's limits and the insured's UIM limits. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 80. An intervening cause in negligence. Option A. Has no effect on liability. Option B. Breaks the chain of causation, potentially relieving the original negligent party of liability. Option C. Always increases liability. Option D. Is the same as proximate cause. The correct answer is option A. Has no effect on liability. An intervening cause may be a superseding cause that relieves the original actor of liability. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 81. Fraternal benefit societies are characterized by: Option A. Operating for profit. Option B. Having a lodge system and offering insurance to members. Option C. Being owned by stockholders. Option D. Insuring only commercial risks. The correct answer is option A. Operating for profit. Fraternal benefit societies are non-profit, member-based organizations with a common bond. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 82. A wrap-up insurance program, OCIP/CCIP, provides: Option A. Only workers' compensation. Option B. Liability coverage for all contractors on a construction project under one master policy. Option C. Only property coverage. Option D. Only builder's risk. The correct answer is option D. Only builder's risk. Wrap-ups consolidate insurance for all parties on a construction project. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 83. The McCarran-Ferguson Act established that: Option A. The federal government has exclusive authority over insurance. Option B. States have primary authority to regulate insurance. Option C. The NAIC regulates all insurance. Option D. Insurance is unregulated. The correct answer is option C. The NAIC regulates all insurance. McCarran-Ferguson affirmed state regulation of insurance. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 84. An agreed value auto policy. Option A. Pays actual cash value at loss. Option B. Pays a predetermined amount agreed upon at policy inception, used for classic cars. Option C. Pays replacement cost. Option D. Pays market value. The correct answer is option B. Pays a predetermined amount agreed upon at policy inception, used for classic cars. Agreed value policies pay the agreed amount, avoiding ACV disputes for collector vehicles. Question 85. An employer is held responsible for the negligent acts of an employee performed within the scope of employment under the doctrine of: Option A. Absolute liability. Option B. Contributory negligence. Option C. Vicarious liability, respondeat superior. Option D. Contractual liability. The correct answer is option C. Vicarious liability, respondeat superior. Respondeat superior holds employers vicariously liable for employees' negligent acts committed within the scope of employment. Question 86. Contractual liability coverage in a CGL policy covers: Option A. All contracts. Option B. Liability assumed under certain defined insured contracts. Option C. Only written contracts. Option D. Only oral contracts. The correct answer is option A. All contracts. Contractual liability covers liability assumed under insured contracts as defined in the policy. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 87. The person or entity entitled to receive the policy proceeds upon the death of the insured is the: Option A. Insurer. Option B. Policyholder. Option C. Beneficiary. Option D. Agent. The correct answer is option C. Beneficiary. The beneficiary is designated to receive the policy proceeds. Question 88. Personal Injury Protection, PIP, provides: Option A. Only medical payments. Option B. Medical expenses, lost wages, and essential services regardless of fault. Option C. Only property damage. Option D. Only death benefits. The correct answer is option A. Only medical payments. PIP provides broad no-fault benefits. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 89. The no benefit to bailee provision means: Option A. Bailees receive full coverage. Option B. The policy does not benefit a bailee who is not a named insured. Option C. Bailees have no liability. Option D. The insured is a bailee. The correct answer is option C. Bailees have no liability. This provision prevents a bailee from benefiting from the insured's policy. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 90. Products liability under a CGL covers. Option A. Premises injuries only. Option B. Bodily injury or property damage caused by defective products sold by the insured. Option C. Only food products. Option D. Only recalled products. The correct answer is option D. Only recalled products. Products liability covers injury or damage from the insured's products. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 91. A domestic insurer is one that is: Option A. Incorporated in a foreign country. Option B. Incorporated under the laws of the state in which it is doing business. Option C. Incorporated in another state. Option D. Not licensed. The correct answer is option B. Incorporated under the laws of the state in which it is doing business. A domestic insurer is chartered in the state of reference. Question 92. An occurrence in the CGL policy is defined as: Option A. An intentional act. Option B. An accident, including continuous or repeated exposure to substantially the same harmful conditions. Option C. Only a sudden event. Option D. A criminal act. The correct answer is option B. An accident, including continuous or repeated exposure to substantially the same harmful conditions. Occurrence includes accidents and repeated exposure to harmful conditions. Question 93. A commercial umbrella policy provides: Option A. Primary coverage only. Option B. Excess liability coverage over underlying policies, potentially with broader coverage. Option C. Property coverage. Option D. Health insurance. The correct answer is option D. Health insurance. Umbrella policies provide additional limits above underlying liability policies. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 94. Property removed to protect it from a covered peril is covered. Option A. Only at the original location. Option B. At another location for a specified period, usually 30 days. Option C. Never covered. Option D. Only if the insurer approves. The correct answer is option A. Only at the original location. Property removed to protect it from a covered peril is covered at the new location for a limited time. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 95. Medical payments coverage in a CGL policy. Option A. Requires proof of negligence. Option B. Pays medical expenses for injuries on the insured's premises or from operations, regardless of fault. Option C. Pays the insured's own medical bills. Option D. Covers employees. The correct answer is option C. Pays the insured's own medical bills. Medical payments coverage is no-fault coverage for injuries to others on the premises. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 96. A drive other car endorsement extends coverage for: Option A. Any vehicle the insured drives. Option B. The named insured to drive non-owned vehicles not otherwise covered. Option C. Only rental cars. Option D. Only business vehicles. The correct answer is option C. Only rental cars. This endorsement provides coverage for individuals who do not own a vehicle but regularly drive others' cars. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 97. The cancellation clause in a property policy typically requires: Option A. No notice to the insured. Option B. Advance written notice to the insured, with timeframes varying by reason. Option C. Immediate cancellation without notice. Option D. Court approval. The correct answer is option D. Court approval. Insurers must provide advance notice of cancellation. Timeframes vary by state and reason for cancellation. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 98. An occurrence trigger in a liability policy means: Option A. The policy responds based on when the claim is made. Option B. The policy responds based on when the injury or damage occurred. Option C. The policy responds based on when the policy was purchased. Option D. The policy responds based on when the premium was paid. The correct answer is option B. The policy responds based on when the injury or damage occurred. Occurrence policies cover injury or damage that occurs during the policy period. Question 99. An installation floater covers: Option A. Real estate. Option B. Building materials and equipment during installation. Option C. Completed buildings. Option D. Vehicles. The correct answer is option B. Building materials and equipment during installation. Installation floaters cover materials, fixtures, and equipment during installation before they become a permanent part of the building. Question 100. Personal and advertising injury in a CGL policy includes: Option A. Bodily injury. Option B, offenses such as libel, slander, false arrest, and copyright infringement. Option C, property damage. Option D, physical injury only. The correct answer is option B, offenses such as libel, slander, false arrest, and copyright infringement. Coverage B of the CGL covers personal and advertising injury offenses, which are non-physical injuries.